What's up, you guys? This is your boy Miguel giving you your daily dose of radiation. In today's video, we're covering things that only the job teaches you and school doesn't prepare you for. Okay, to give you context, I am an Xray Tech, do night shift, 7 on, 7 off. Work a lot of overtime, so I do dabble in day shift. So one of the things I would say that they don't prepare you for is like when people think of the medical field, everyone has them like at the top. They have like lawyers, doctors, everyone's like they see everyone in the medical field very well respected. But it isn't until you're actually at work in the actual field that you can kind of see how certain professions are upholded higher than others. Of course, the doctors will always be at the top because they get all the credit, following by the nurse, and then literally everyone else. And then X-ray is, imagine the adopted foster kid at like the Harry Potter at the very bottom. Because it's only in specific moments when they need you, and it's like a life or death situation or something very important, that you get a little bit of praise for what you do. Besides that, most of the time you're just like meh, whatever. Even the hospital, X-ray, just X-ray in general, you're at the very bottom. They will literally upgrade every single other part of the radiology, since according to them, the numbers and the money wise, X-ray's kind of the lower tier as far as how much revenue they make. So like you're literally, everything you have is like being patched. Like no. And then also another thing I would say that school doesn't prepare you is they don't teach you how to troubleshoot. They just teach you how to do the job. But as far as common things that I, once again, in my YouTube channel, I cover very niche top like subjects that you will find nowhere. No one in the radiology field is teaching what I'm doing. Like, I'm going niche because no one's touching it. So like, they don't teach you how to troubleshoot stuff. They just teach you how to basically push the button and position. That's it. Everything else, like, you don't know. Like, the most like common thing is, oh, turn it off, turn it on. Like, okay, this is not a Wi-Fi router. Like, there's several things, like basic things like network communication, how to like reset the system, like what happens when there's a power out. Like, there's so many things that unless like the hospital messes up or there's like some kind of communicate, like there's something interrupting your daily or updates and stuff, that's you would have no clue. Like, if you grab someone brand new, threw them in there, like 2 new students, put them on night shift, no veteran tech in the game, they will be lost because school does not prepare you for none of that at all. You will be there walking mouse, be like, huh? And you will have to reach out to the manager 2 in the morning, wake them up. And it could be as simple as, oh, you have to do this. Oh, you have to do that. So like, that's something that I feel like should be implemented. Even the most simplest things. I understand that as far as every network, every system is completely different. There's hundreds of PAC systems. There's hundreds of network systems with the ordering system. So I could see how that could be, told. I was never taught in school that if someone orders an X-ray, that we as techs have a choice of like, well, I can't do it through you. I can't do that. They're always like, this is what is ordered. This is what you can do. The patient can't do this. You can do this to try to get that. Sometimes, even if you use that, you still can't get the 3 views. That's the common standard for most body parts that have 3 views. Like, the common 3. Minimum is 2. 1, no. It's always supposed to be 3. 3 to 2 is because you're supposed to have different views because, depending on if it's broken or something, you can see stuff in different views. So there's that stuff. Another thing I feel like school doesn't is the level of disrespect you can encounter from patients. Because in school, it's just walkie-talkies. Once you're in the nitty-gritty and there's patients actually deeply in pain or just disrespect, like I've seen a few young techs cry and leave this profession because they got disrespected. I've witnessed one tech fresh from school, first day I was there training them, messed up, volunteers, and me and the other tech were like, yo bro, chill, we can fix this. And like just acting like they're gonna get fired and stuff. So I'm like, I don't know, some of those stuff is just, I gotta have a little skin in the game, a little rough. And they don't also, I feel like, don't prepare you, like they'll teach you all the knowledge, all how to do it, but there's some stuff that unless you're in the field working, like there'll be people that come in, this is America, so we all know people are hefty. You know, big boys, big ladies, 280 Shane lady, whatever. I've x-rayed myself people who are like 500-600 pounds plus club, tib fib, chest, like all the things by myself. I'm a decently sized dude. I'm like 6 foot, like 250 pounds, right? I work out because I knew, seeing what they do, I knew you have to have some level of physical. Like if you grab someone who was like 100 pounds scrawny, and which there are techs, they may have the skills, but sometimes the physical manpower that you need. So one, you don't get hurt. Two, so you can get the optimal images. Because if you're by yourself, or if the nurses don't help you, and you got to do it, I don't know. And the doctors, I'll hear something. Doctors, majority of them will not help you. They're like, that's not my job. My job is to diagnose. I've witnessed both techs, nurses, respiratories. Literally, the patient will flip, will be like almost like hitting the fan, like it's so bad, and the doctor's just in the back corner, just like, oh, how fortunate. Oh, well, I'm gonna order some CAT scans because he fell. Like, I've witnessed doctors not help at all. I understand that they're just there to diagnose, but certain stuff, like, it doesn't take a genius to know. Like, it's like common human, like, it don't take no degree, it's just common sense. So that's something that slowly over time, you see certain doctors, other doctors are great, they'll go in and like be helping you and be doing the whole shebang, because they know the quicker they help you, the quicker you can get your stuff, the quicker they can diagnose and either help this patient out. So, and then I would say technique. Technique is a big one because I didn't learn about technique until I was working. Even as a student, they give you, because like as a student, the most thing you're thinking is like, let me get comp, let me focus on position. But it isn't until like maybe the end of your x-ray like thing, training, that you actually pay attention and actually technique and stuff. And this is wild because every single machine, you can have two separate machines, same brand, same everything, but depending on what parts and stuff they have upgraded, different kind of technique for everything. I have two Fujis. One you have to shoot hard, like the KVP more. The other one the mass more. The other, like there's quirks and stuff that only in the job will you have to do that. Let alone fixed technique. There's certain equipment where you have to use fixed technique because the automatic default, the picture's gonna look poop. So like that's another one that I feel like school doesn't really prepare you for. And yeah, it's been real focused. See you on the next one.